Hey guys, welcome back. This is TikTak and we are bringing you the Storm Report. Everything you need to know about the new update. This week we have the Tiger, Carbide, Porter Forts, and everything you should buy in the weekly store. And this time, there's actually one or two things you might want to pick up. First, let's take a look at the new Tiger Assault Rifle. This thing is brand new, it's separate, unique shooting mechanic, and it has something about the perks that is a little special as well. This is one of only, if not the only, event gun that actually comes with random rolls. So whatever you get on yours may not be the same as what your friend gets. And that's because since the recombobulator system is in now, we can re-roll it to however we want, which is cool, but it's just another gun to put on the burner of how many guns you already have lined up. Now, the footage behind you is me actually using it. These are semi-decent rolls. It's level 106 Shadow Shard. And it's a headshot machine. And the cool thing about this gun, it's the only gun out so far that can roll double headshot modifier and possibly become one of the best guns in the game for its niche use. At least it might, most likely will, replace the Deathstalker as a assault rifle sniper type weapon, because once you actually level this thing up and spend your perk up and your reperk, and if you run the correct rolls on it, it could hit really hard. And it's the only gun in the game as of right now that can roll 3 damage rolls, and it has a 100% headshot multiplier. So meaning if your headshots normally do 1000 damage, every headshot you do with this gun does 2000 damage. Also, this gun can roll 40% headshot damage twice, plus a base damage roll.
Now that's a lot of damage!
The amount of damage this gun at max rank could possibly pull off is insane. Let's take a quick look at its perks and how you should roll this gun. Your Tiger will look something like this. Like I said, it comes with random rolls, so not every one of them is going to be the same, and some are going to get luckier than others. But also, since you can roll whatever you want, you can change it to whatever you want. All it takes is time. Like I said, this is the only gun in the game so far that can roll 3 damage rolls. So the first one has the option of crit damage, critical rating, base damage, or fire rate. If you plan on using this gun on Urban Assault Headhunter, which this gun is made for, then you can skip fire rate and go extra damage. Normally though, its fire rate is pretty slow at 4.09, but if you do use Urban Assault Headhunter after her headshot buff, it gets up there pretty quick and you can go another base damage. Otherwise, fire rate on this first roll might not be the worst idea. The second perk is 100%, 10 out of 10 all the time, magazine size. Everything else is, you don't need it. Reload speed, it has a decent reload to begin with. Stability, absolutely not. Durability, only if you don't have the mats to make your guns, I guess. But magazine size, 100%. This is an easy one. For the third perk, like always, whatever you may need is what you might want to roll. But me, personally, even though I say it all the time, I might go energy on mine. And the reason is, it's made for killing things before they get to your base. And you're only going to have one of these weapons. So I don't know if you want it to be a niche weapon where you need to be fighting the opposite element. So maybe, just maybe, go energy on here and be able to do 67 damage to everything. Now here's where the gun gets a little unique. You can roll damage, crit chance, crit damage, or headshot damage. Me personally, I would absolutely go headshot damage. As I said, it has a 100% damage multiplier. And it also has the special perk of getting 5 headshots in a row, increases weapon damage by 30%. This gun is made for shooting things in the head. It just is. And lastly, what makes this gun unique is it can roll another headshot damage. This is how I would roll my gun. You'll see it up on your screen now. If it was mine, this is how I would probably end up rolling it. It's up to you though. Like I said, nothing in this game is hard enough that where you need to min-max. You can roll 3 crit chances for all I care and you'll still get the job done. But personally, this is exactly how I would roll the weapon. The rest of the weekly store isn't that bad. They have double the flux, always pick that up, you never know what you're going to want to upgrade. They have Brawler Luna. Brawler Luna, if you like melee ninjas, she is probably the best in the entire game, and you can always flux her to get to legendary status. Also, there is an epic poison trap, the gas trap. Again, one of the best traps in the game. Now, you can't flux this, but if you're a free-to-play player and you don't have the income to actually get a legendary one or buy llamas, pick this up. This trap is probably the best in the game. And lastly, with our actual daily tokens, we have the option of a Husk Stomper, which again, melee is in a really bad spot, especially non-sword melees. Skip on that. And lastly, we have a Ceiling Zapper. Skip on this as well. It's not very good. Unless you're a collector, pick it up. The Ceiling Electrical Field is better. AoE is always better when it comes to traps or trying to thin out the herds, as it were, as you guys focus on the big things. And this thing doesn't go off on just mist monsters, the bigger targets. It goes off on everything. So it's 15-second reload speed or whatever it may be, always goes off on the wrong target. Skip on that. As always, pick up the rain, the lightning, everything like that you may actually need. But these are the items you should prioritize. So let's talk about Carbide. Is he worth it? How do you get him? And everything like that. First of all, you get Carbide through a series of quests that you have to do as part of the Blockbuster event. After you unlock him, he is a brand new subclass of soldiers once again. He's called the Cobalt Commando. With that being said, he's a bit of a hybrid character. Not even a bit, he is a hybrid character. He's basically a mix of Spitfire and Shockwave Renegade Trooper. Now, both of these soldiers are not very popular. You do not see them around. They are very niche in every way possible. But here's the thing. They're a lot of fun to play. Both of those characters are a lot of fun to play. Cobalt Commando Carbide has a lot of cool abilities that make him an AoE specialist. 100%. He has Keep Out. He has a cooldown reduced shockwave, a radius increased shockwave. He has lefty and righty, and lastly, the coolest thing about him is his lefty and righty are space pistols. Now, if you've never used the space pistol, they shoot energy projectile balls, and these balls bounce and pierce. A 15-second shockwave with an increased radius, 3 grenades with Keep Out, the AoE field, the residue field that it leaves, plus he has lefty and righty, which pierces, makes Carbide an AoE clearing machine. He is the equivalent to a soldier ninja. I would run him with Reclaimer in support and Wukong in tactical, giving him a stun on his shockwave, and every other ability he has 20% increased damage due to Reclaimer being in support. Lastly, I would also use energy weapons on Carbide, based solely on the fact that you have Reclaimer in support. Normally you would run a Wukong in support for the 24% assault rifle damage, but he's not really focused on assault rifles. Like I said, he is the equivalent to a soldier ninja, and you are going to be spamming your abilities all the time. That is his job, to clear trash mobs, and he's pretty darn good at it. Having the extra 2-second stun on his shockwave is pretty useful. You never know what you're going to have to stop basically charging through your base. And being able to clear all small mobs quickly and easily comes in quite handy. Now, his problem lies in that he has no increased assault rifle damage besides his passive. He doesn't have a larger magazine size. He doesn't have any fire rate increases. He only has Lingering Pain and not Kneecapper. He has all of his AoE ability, but nothing that really gives him high single target damage. But that's not the reason you're playing this character. You're playing this character to be a pseudo ninja. You're supposed to be clearing all the trash mobs, killing everything quickly, and then leaving the big stuff up to the Urban Assault Headhunters and things like that. Speaking of Urban Assault Headhunter, let's touch back on the Tiger real quick. Just as they released the Mercury LMG for Bulletstorm Jonesy, they released this Tiger weapon for Urban Assault Headhunter. Her increased fire rate after one headshot is disgusting. It goes so fast after that first shot, the fire rate flies through the roof and literally becomes basically any other assault rifle. With 0 inaccuracies, the stability on that gun is insane. You can hit headshot after headshot after headshot. Secondly, another character you may want to check out using the Tiger is Teadshot Jess. Now, Teadshot Jess is technically and supposed to be a sniper outlander. She didn't really fit that role very well, but Teadshot Jess with her every 15 headshot kills grants her a fragment. If you stick something in her tactical slot that gives her increased Teddy damage, you will basically have Teddy up every 15 kills, because you can basically get headshots every single time you kill something. So that's just something that's food for thought that you guys might want to check out. That's really about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. This was episode 6 of the Storm Report. We covered everything you need to know about Carbide, the Tiger, and the Porta Fort. Oh, we forgot the Porta Fort. There's a Porta Fort in the game and it's completely garbage. Don't even pick it up. And that's about it. I hope you join us next week where we talk about the Urban Assault Headhunter and how she needs to be buffed.